Good morning, everybody. It is 7:41 a.m. Sunday, August 26th, and I'm getting ready for my first game of Kill Team. I was really surprised. I had I still have a whole lot of Primaris Marines thanks to my previous video. I showed you my son and my friend Marcus hooked me up quite a bit, as well as getting the Dark Imperium starter set that my grandmother gave me prior to her passing. So I used Battle Scribe on the recommendation of another friend named Tim, who's also going to be pretty much teaching me how to play Kill Team. Going through Battle Scribe for the 100 point limit that we have, I am super surprised that I am only using 6 figures. And I've got close to, I think, 100 Primaris Marines so far, not including the sprue of Scouts, which I just literally put this one together to make up my Kill Team. So yeah, I'm really surprised. This game is actually going to save me quite a bit of money. So this is like my second video for my journey into Kill Team. So pretty much, like I said, I use Battle Scribe to go ahead and make my list, because honestly I haven't really had time to delve too much into the book. So these models are not 100% done. I still have a little bit of painting to do. My game's in about 6 hours. So I think I have plenty of time. So first, let's go ahead. My leader choice is going to be this Reaver Sergeant. Which you may have seen pictures of. He is chromed up in some places, not like the others. Very subtle paint scheme. You may not be able to tell. This right here on the chest and some of these strappings and on the shoulder, that is a German gray, and then this is just another black on here, some brown, Vallejo gold for the face mask to give him an Immortan Joe type feel, and on his abdominal plates, Molotov Crow Pin on the other bodysuit parts. I used a heavy opaque gray by Vallejo Game Color for the knee pad and for the shoulder, just to make it a little bit different. I think that's Wolf Gray by Vallejo. I know it's a really light gray for the skin tone. And I know it's not getting picked up here. Let's see. Is it going to focus? Probably not. But it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to see it on camera. The eyes, because these are Carcharodon based, you could tell. This is the Carcharodon chapter. Their eyes are usually black, like they say it's like a liquid black. So what I did was I used the Citadel Spirit Stone red and the Soul Stone blue, mixed them together, and it made this purplish look to it. And it's very subtle. You really can't tell. Like I said, my camera, you know what, let me see if I turn off the flash. Maybe it'll pick it up that way. Oops, sorry. Excuse me. It just doesn't want to focus. No, it's not going to do it. Of course not. It'll probably wait until after I move the model away. But anyway, so yeah. So his eyes are a dark black purple type gooiness. Looks really cool. A lot of people have liked it. Sorry for the shakiness. Alright, so the other Reavers pretty much follow the same scheme. On him I used the Waystone Green or Soulstone Green, whatever it is, for the eyes. Definitely did a Halo inspired paint job on that, on the skulls. Again, using Vallejo Liquid Gold here. On the helmet part, same thing. I use the same thing for the Sergeant. More of the Molotov Chrome, as you can see on the abs and the skull, and then the undersuit. This is Vallejo Metal Color Jet Exhaust. Basically another black, just a little bit shinier, because I thought, you know what, it might as well have that look to it. I may or may not put the purple in here. of my Minotaur Ghost Tints Purple. I was thinking about putting that into these exhaust packs here, into their backpacks. Still debating on it. Of course, I use the Molotov Chrome on their combat knives. So that's one. And here's the other one with the red. Of course, it'll focus on one, but it won't focus on the next. There we go. Yeah, so they all have the same basic color scheme. Again, they're not 100% done, but they're pretty damn game ready. Like the grenades, I got to do some green on there. I'm debating if I want to do the green or not. I really am, to be honest with you. Now, if you notice on him, the shoulder pad, it's got the Carcharodon symbol on it. I got these, I believe his name was Pop Goes the Monkey on Shapeways. This was before GW did the massive cease and desist on like 100 different people on there. So I got these. Are they worth the price? I would say they are. Excuse me. My issue with Shapeways was very misleading. It said save something like 20 or 40% on your first purchase. So I thought, oh great, I'm gonna save. I want to say it was like 40%. Save 40% off my first purchase. Well, they don't specify that it's the first purchase of you uploading a file to them, not an end user like you or me who are buying these things to put on your models or any model that you purchase off of there. So they apologize. Oh, here's 15% off coupon. I've had these for about 2 years, and I never used that coupon because I doubt I'll ever use Shapeways again. Excuse me. So yeah. So I'll show you how to put one on real quick. It's super quick, super easy. I got to put some on each of these. But I'm going to go ahead and do it on my regular intercessor. So again, it's not quite done, not 100%. And for those wondering, why does he have different shoulder pads than this guy as far as colors? Why is everything different? I don't like my infantrymen to all look the same. If you know, as a former Marine, you know, you're used to seeing a uniform. Everybody kind of looks the same. You know, once you've been in, you'll see it after a while. You know who the new E1s and E2s are because they got brands making you BDUs or DCUs. For those of us that have been in there a while, we know there's a different little bit of color variation to everything because we wear our stuff faded. The only time we wear the new stuff is during parade or formation, some type of special event. So yeah, they still have some work to be done. I can't even lie about that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the shoulder pads. I'm probably not even going to add my Agrax Rostrade now that I'm thinking about it. But what I'm going to do on their bases, I've decided I'm going to do like a Martian type thing. So I'm using the Martian Iron Earth on there, which is really cool. Technical. I really like it. For these two, their eye lenses are going to get the Spirit Stone Red. That should be pretty quick. Their bases should be dried out here in enough time before game. And yeah, see, here's another thing I need to do touch up on. I don't know how this gold from his Aquila got on there, but it did. But yeah, so that's going to get fixed. This guy, and all their base color, because they're Carcharodons and they use gray, I used the Tamiya Surface Primer. And that's basically it. And he's base coated, colored, primed, all in one shot. Literally. So for him, I'm going to try this new, the Citadel Technical Nighthaunt Gloom. Because everybody says it works like Nikolai Oxide. I'm just going to have to do some white dry brushing along this cloak. It's supposed to be a stealth cloak. And see if this gives it the effect that I'm looking for. For all intents and purposes, everybody was telling me that yes, it should. It should definitely. So yeah, but he's going to get used on table today regardless, because luckily I play in an area where the players of 40k, as long as your model's assembled, you're good to go. We don't care about the 3-color rule. You know, for the most part, there might be some guy that's the odd asshole who won't play, but hey, you know, whatever. So I am gonna weather their feet once I get the Martian Iron Earth on there. This is an iron oxide by Dave's Decals. You might find his stuff on eBay. Well, I will definitely tell you, you will find his stuff on eBay. And he says in himself, don't order it on eBay. Order it directly from the website because you do get a significant savings ordering it directly from him rather than going through the third party. And he does have some decals that I'm using for other terrain, like graffiti that I got from him. Really good stuff. So yeah, that's about it. So let me go ahead and show you how to do this real quick. Now, like I said, I've already snipped one off and I've got one on my Reaver Sergeant. I'm going to go ahead and put it on him right here. So I'm going to try to do this without shaking the camera. So you see this is like really, really small. It has a fair amount of detail on it. It's recommended that you wash these before using them, and I have done so. I am not going to paint them because I like the way they are. Now these were intended for your standard Space Marine, for the small shoulder pads. They fit perfectly fine on your Primaris Marines. Okay, so just going to kind of put it on there, put it in the place I want. Okay, so it's nice and centered. And like I said, it's already shaped. So now, you're like, oh, I'm going to glue it. That's what this Tamiya extra thin cement is for. Take off your excess, and you are literally just going to touch it to the side, and it's going to fill. See? It's going to fill that spot. There we go. Now it looks really translucent. However, once it is dried, it's going to go back to looking normal. See, when I put it on the Reaver, when it became really translucent, I got kind of excited. I was like, oh, it's going to be like a stealth look to it. But no, it turned back white, and that's fine. For me, it's fine. For you, you may not like that. You might want to paint over it. That's certainly your prerogative. It's your game. You do it your way. I've always said that. Go through my videos. You'll see I say it a lot. Okay, so you don't want to mess with it too much like I'm doing right now. Because as you can see right here... Oh, maybe you can't see. See if I can get it to focus again. Right underneath the fin, you can see definitely where some paint got lifted up. And it looks like this bottom piece of the fin is coming up. No, it's not. There we go. And remember, this thing is sticking out pretty far. And that's on a Primaris. Imagine how this would look on a standard Marine. So yeah, that's pretty much the journey into Kill Team. Like I said, first game, really surprised that my first Kill Team, it's not exactly 100 points. They're actually at sitting at 98 points with the options I gave them using Battle Scribe. It's going to be my first game, my first demo. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to get to play it. I know my wife's really happy because I have all this 40k crap and it's just been sitting here for a while. And now I'm finally getting to use it. So yeah, if this team works out, that's great. If not, I can mess around with it. Excuse me. I'm going to start messing around with... I've got so many painted set up for Carcharodons now. I'm just going to finish what I have as Carcharodons. And then the rest of the Primaris stuff I have, I'm going to go with other chapters. Blood Angels, Black Dragons. Definitely I'm going to do some Black Dragons. Just a whole bunch of chapters. I might even do... This is a nod to Macross Plus Pink Pecker Squadron. If you understand that reference, you are a very cool person. Alright, so that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think of this build. Give me your thoughts. What do you think about Kill Team in general? Haven't really heard too much about it in response to some questions I've put up. But if the game goes like I'm thinking it's going to go, again, just my first demo, I'm probably exclusively going to be playing Kill Team, to be honest with you. Just because I've got so many Primaris, man. I could go and make so many different armies, use so many different chapters, rather, make up my own chapters. It'll be nothing to get the iconography for the shoulder pads for different armies, Dark Angels, so on and so forth. The only thing, it will be Grey Knights. That's going to be a little bit difficult because of, and I'm sure you've heard of the new price hike that Forge World has decided to do for us here in the US and everywhere else other than the UK through their little shenanigans of trying to create community and screw you in the end without so much as a reach around. Okay, why Jilly? Alright guys, take it easy. You have a good one. I might have another upload later today after the game, show my results. If I'm fortunate enough to find my power box, I might even do an in-game report. Alright, take it easy guys. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. And remember, if you guys are heading back to school this week, like my kids are heading back to school, good luck. Remember, your brain is far more powerful than the sword. Knowledge is power.